Hello, hello. Okay, it's been forever. I miss all of you. Welcome back to Tech Tuesday. First time we've hosted one in a very long time, but I know lots of the community keeps reaching out and asking, when are you going to have another one? When are you going to start it again? And they've been asking about a lot of tech lately. So I thought I would start it back up. Here we are, Tech Tuesdays, each Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. Central Time, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Time. 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, and sometime in the middle of the night for all our friends in like Australia. So welcome back. Today we're going to talk about an amazing piece of software. I'm going to show it to you. It's really cool. There's a lot of good uses for it. There's some drawbacks for it. I'm going to go through all of it. But first, let me tell you just a little bit about me for those of you that I haven't seen since I've done these a long time ago. My name is Erica Clark-Alejo. I'm founder and owner of a company called ThriveEpic, and my team and I, we design immersive online courses for small businesses. So we love to share information about really cool things to help make your trainings, your presentations, just all the things that you're doing in your business related to programming more exciting. So don't use every tool that we share. It would be a lot, but pick and choose the things that are going to work for you and your business and the needs that you have. Usually when I demonstrate tools, I talk about sort of the pros and the cons, the costs, some things that are free, some things that are paid, all of that. And I'll show you some samples on how to use it and ways to make the most out of the software. So that being said, let's get to it. Feel free to drop a comment in if you're watching live. If you're catching the replay, drop in #replay. I'd love to say hello to you. And as always, let us know what you've gotten out of this and some takeaways that you have and how you might use these pieces of software that we are showing. So, all right, without further ado, let's jump into a program called Prezi. So Prezi. Let me hold on one second here. Let's get rid of the banner so you can see the screen a little bit better. So Prezi is pretty cool. Was popular when it first started to come out. Then it kind of died off. I'll talk a little bit about why that's the case, but I think that they're picking up and they're really showcasing some things that are going to help you stand out. And they've just up-leveled their game in many different ways inside the platform. So Prezi, you can think of it equivalent to sort of PowerPoint, but I'm going to say a little bit more interactive, a little bit more engaging in many ways. And some of the things that you know about PowerPoint, it's like slide after slide after slide. Oh, and there's Fifi. Some things never change. She only barks when I'm on video. And so Prezi is a little bit different. I'm going to show you how it's different and how presentations can be reworked. So let's jump right in. I'm going to come in here. So this is a template that Prezi has. They have lots of template. A lot of people have submitted them. You can see here, this is the Prezi team actually made this one. I really like it. Easy to make a copy and then just modify the things in it, but I don't know how many of you would have a use for like a big planet Earth, but I think that this one actually gives a good demonstration about a lot of different features. So as you're going to see here, people can kind of click where they want to go. So I'm going to say you as the presenter, these are really meant for you as a presenter. However, you can embed these into your courses. You can build something out, embed it into your course, and let your students sort of pick where they want to go and what they want to learn about. Maybe they don't want to learn about our Earth, but they want to learn about the history, or they want to see an image mosaic. They're able to jump right into those places without having to go through a whole presentation with you talking about everything. So really beneficial when we talk about customized learning and students being able to sort of jump in where they want if you embed these, share these out, with your students. If you're on the other side of it giving a presentation, you have full control over where you're going to go. And it's really great because impromptu as you're presenting is your opportunity to be able to change things up in the moment, to be able to read your audience and be like, they're going to fall asleep if I give them the history. So I'm going to jump in and we're going to jump into these photos. So this is the image mosaic. So you can come in, we can further zoom into some of these things and we can slide it around. So as you're talking about something, you can really highlight and showcase where you want to be. We're going to come back here and say, oh, maybe we do want to learn about our Earth. I have a whole presentation segment that I'm going to do. And you have something that sort of looks like a more traditional slide up here. You talk about it, you share information, stats, facts. And then you're like, gosh, I'm out of here and I'm going to show the earth in motion. And we have a video to be able to showcase that. So right inside of your presentation, a video can come up. This could be a video of you. This could be a video of something else you've pulled in like they did here to see the earth in motion. So, I'm going to say this is one of the benefits of Prezi. It's something that you do not see in PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a lot more linear in how it goes. And as a presenter, if you have students are like asking a question, hey, can we go back 3 slides? Can we go back to this thing? You can jump into exactly where you wanted to go without having to push the back button, 6 times to go back 6 slides. You can sort of be able to transport them in. The one thing I'm going to say is that some people have said that they get too dizzy and that it's too distracting if presenters are moving all over. So if you choose to build your presentation, I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a moment. But if you choose to build your presentation in Prezi, make sure that, or you're presenting it, make sure that you're not clicking around so much that people are getting dizzy. It can be fun to just say like, I'm going to click this, I'm going to click that. But you don't want your audience dizzy. You don't want your audience distracted. So think about how much you're sharing in between the transitions as well. Okay. I'm going to jump over here now and show you sort of the back end of the system and show you what it looks like. So this is the back end of Prezi. I will say Prezi is, they have a free version. I think you get 5 projects. I'm on the free version right now to try it out. I'm going to show you how much you can do on it. But you only get 5 projects. And then their paid feature, I'm going to say is like $3 a month. So it's not priced at the super exorbitant amount of money, which is really nice for people. Along the left-hand side here, you're going to see that we have all projects, Prezi Present, Prezi Video, and Prezi Design. And then we have Library, Brand Kit, and Trash. So I'm going to go down here to Prezi Design real quick and just show you. So Prezi Design, give me just one moment while it pulls up. You can come in and design infographics. You can design maps, posters, social media. You can start with something blank. So think of this almost like Canva. What's really nice is sometimes you want something very customized, like let's go back to like a chart, or I love their infographics actually. So you have these infographics that you can come in here, design, and then you can put them in your presentation. So it's all in one place and you're not having to like export from Canva and import into PowerPoint. You can sort of take care of a lot of that stuff in here. So this is the other thing I'm going to say. It's not really an all-in-one piece of software. So do think of it as like, I mean, their whole bread and butter is about presentations, where Canva is about design. So it doesn't have as much that you can do as terms of design work as Canva, but I feel like it meets the needs for a lot of cases. So I'm going to show you a piece of this in just a little bit. I made a little lesson plan so that you can see it. So, okay. We're going to come over here to all projects. You can see I have a couple projects started, but maybe we're going to start a new presentation. So we'll click on new presentation. You can come in, they have templates in here. I would say, again, not as many templates as PowerPoint, but there's a lot of good things to get you started and going. I personally love to use templates. It helps with not having that sort of blank canvas that you're staring at. So which one do we want to pick? Let's look at this personal story office. You can pick it. You can kind of explore what this template looks like. You can see, we're going to click on different pieces of it. Let's say we don't like it. You just click out of it and you head in somewhere else. Not that I didn't like that one, but we're going to pick something else. So let's do this business review. You're going to have a title of it, test project. I'm going to put anyone on the web. You can do it with people you share with on the paid version, not on the free version, but it doesn't really even matter for me today. So you're going to come in here. You notice that you can, on the right-hand side over here, you can pick the sort of the background color of what you want it to be. Let's brighten this thing up. Let's make it a blue sunny day. So you can pick in your hex code. You can pick in a lot of things. They have a lot of images that you can pick from to be able to come in to design it however you want. Let's pick something more vibrant. And then when you come into each one, so this is one, I think, of a little bit of drawback of the system is you see all these slides here and you're like, where is all of this stuff? If you notice the name below, it says agenda and it says agenda here. They've labeled this one really well. So you kind of know of where you're going to go. So for those of you who course creators, you might be like, hey, let me think of a good, maybe you have a training on yoga. So this might be like foundations of yoga. We might have another one that's on yoga poses, breath work in yoga. So you could have several different places that people would go just to learn about yoga. For us today, we're going to say we're heading into the agenda. Not as exciting. I probably should have picked a yoga one. But you come in here to the agenda and you're able to click on, you can click these things, but you can also make it anything that you want. So don't feel that you have to stay within the constraints of this. And I think this is the downfall of the software. It can be a lot. It can be very exciting. And we don't want you caught up in the design so much that it takes you months and months and months to be able to execute something that people need. So be mindful of what you're designing and how often you're, building some of these like features that are going places. So you can move things around, you can add stuff, you can basically do it. We'll drop in some media. Let's do an image. We're going to drop in an image up here. It kind of gives you your canvas space. There's a lot of things you can hyperlink your image. We can add in a video in here, audio chart. You can even embed a PowerPoint, PDFs. We can add shapes. So if you're just interested in designing things more, you can do all of these really fun things inside of here. So, and then story blocks are where they have, you'll see here, they add in, see where you can zoom in and then now see this timeline. So lots of cool features in there. And I'm going to go back. We're going to go back and we're going to preview it. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So we touched the agenda one. So I'm going to click on that. That looks like that hot mess we just created. And then you can just click on any of these things. That timeline, I can go in here and then I can further come in and be able to explore any of these elements. So again, Prezi is really fun, can make things engaging. You can allow your listeners to be able to come in and play around, or you can be able to sort of give your presentation a little bit of a new spin in something that's different than PowerPoint. All right, I'm going to show you a couple other things. I'm going to go back here. So I had made before a little Prezi design. You can see it here. Just go into edit. Got one moment to load. So you can see I made this little lesson plan by adding in some of those infographics in here. We can add a map, we can add graphics, we can add video elements, all of this. But I kind of made this iPad looking thing and then put these couple little lesson plans in here. So what's really cool is you can design this sort of element, you can design a presentation, and then when you come back here, you can turn it into a video. So you obviously do have to record your own video, but you can see I did this one a while back. I'm going to play it just so you can see it. I'm not going to play the sound, but you can see here that I have it right here on the right-hand side. You can see that it gave me little chapter markers after I recorded it, but I'm able to just record and have my presentation sitting here on my shoulder, which is really pretty nice. So if you don't have a lot of technical skills, you can come in and build something. Excuse me. Hold on. All right. Let me see if I'm going to choke. Hold on. Okay. So it's really nice if you don't have a lot of technical skills to be able to do something that's kind of a little bit different, a little bit more higher end than just doing a Zoom video where your window's off to the left. So kind of like we're doing for StreamYard today. And your window is in the center. This gives a little bit more like you're inside of your presentation. So Prezi allows all of these really cool features within their platform. Again, lots of templates. Be careful about how much you decide to move around so that your audience doesn't get dizzy. And then they don't get lost. When you're building some of your projects, make sure that they're not going in an element, in another element, in another element, another element. All of a sudden they're like, I don't know where I'm at. You don't want them to get lost per se with too many options. So I always say you can go 1 or 2 levels deep. Excuse me, in things. So kind of like we did with the agenda. I'm going to come back to this one. So kind of like we did with the agenda, they can click on the agenda, they can see something, and they maybe can go one more place inside of it. This one, timelines, you can technically go a little bit further, but be careful again about how far you're sending people off of the path. So this is Prezi, pretty cool software. I'm going to pop back in here. This is Prezi, pretty cool software to be able to use. So if you're here catching live, drop a comment below, say hello. If you're catching the replay, type in #replay. And let me think, is there anything else I wanted to share? I do not. They do have an app for you to be able to do your recordings and stuff easier that you can download like on your desktop and stuff to be able to use. That was probably the only other thing I really wanted to share with you all. And you can share your designs with the public. You can embed your designs. You can do a lot of really creative stuff. I would love to know if you've made it through this video and you decide to use Prezi, like come share out information, share some of the things you learned, or share with us what your presentation was about. We would love to be able to support you. Again, my name is Erica Carcalejo, founder and owner of ThriveEpic, where we build interactive online courses for small businesses. If you have any questions, drop them below, and I will see you next Tuesday at 12:30.